Officials from the Ministry of Finance rate the accountability of funds supported by the state for the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Moliko. They left this morning, July 3rd, on a satisfactory note. 14 persons have been appointed to the Water Management Committee of the Wovila community in Smosopo after a long battle against water crisis in that village. And in this edition, we explore the recent increase of accidents in the country, prompting a ban on some travel agencies, which consequently has an effect on the population. Those were the headlines this night. The news in the minutes ahead. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Divine Mercy Prime this Wednesday. I am Samailin for a presentation. A delegation from Cameroon's Ministry of Finance have given the Diocese of Buea a pass mark for works carried out at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral in Moliko. Officials of the ministry were reacting after an evaluation and field visit at the site to access the use of financial assistance from the state. Aloysius Elekie was part of that meeting and now tells us more.
In his drive to make the Diocese of Buea a diocese beautiful for God and its entire Christians, and his wish to complete the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral come January 2025, when the diocese will be hosting the bishops of Cameroon, Bishop Michael Baby is knocking on all doors to make the beautiful and divine dream a reality. It is in this same drive that the Bishop of Buea, Bishop Michael Baby, knocked on the doors of the government of Cameroon for assistance towards the completion of the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral, and heeding to God's call, the government, through the Minister of Finance, assisted the church with part of the roofing of the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral. As it is the role of the states to ensure that money given in such ventures are properly put into use, a delegation from the Ministry of Finance paid a visit to the site to see for themselves and evaluate the work done. This was during a working session with the project coordinator and a field visit to the church building. The head of the delegation, after the evaluation and site visit, says they are very satisfied with the work done and will even solicit for more funds to help complete the project.
L'argent que le ministère donne, bien le gouvernement donne, ce n'est pas un cadeau. Ce sont des fonds publics. Dans des traditions, le ministre envoie toujours ses collaborateurs pour aller sur le terrain, essayer de vérifier si c'est pourquoi on a donné des fonds et ça a été réalisé. Voilà un peu l'objet de notre visite. Bon, nous sommes arrivés. On a la méthodologie, on a d'abord contrôlé, vérifié les documents administratifs. Après les documents administratifs, nous sommes descendus sur le terrain pour voir effectivement ce qui a été fait. Nous sommes très contents parce que c'est vrai que les fonds qu'on a donnés ne pouvaient pas couvrir l'entièreté des besoins. C'était un appui. Il se trouve alors que l'appui que le ministre a donné, c'était pour la toiture. On a trouvé que la cathédrale est totalement ouverte et le coût était à plus de 400 millions. Donc le ministre a appuyé la cathédrale par rapport à ça.
The director of Caritas, who doubles as the project coordinator, after presenting to the team from the ministry, says it was a fruitful exchange and, like Oliver Twist, solicit for more assistance for the ongoing project.
Diocese of Buea received support for the roofing of the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral, and the minister sent his team to come and check how far we have used the money and how far we have gone with the work. So we had a working session before this field visit, where they have to go through all the documentation to find out that everything is very okay. And after we came to the field, and for their own impression, they too noticed that what they have sent to us was very small, but we were able to complete the work. And during our discussion, they were insisting to find out what are our priority, because I told them that the Diocese of Buea is hosting the National Episcopal Conference of Cameroon in January 2025. And our main target now is the fence. Our main target is landscaping. Our main target is sanitation. So here now we I spoke with the bishop before already, and we are appealing again that at least they should come again to our help to support the effort of the people of Buea, to support the effort of the Christian, to support this infrastructural skill attitude of our bishop, to foster this work in such a way that we are ready in January 2025.
The team, visibly satisfied and amazed with the numerous projects being carried out at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral and its environs, could not hide their feelings and praised Bishop Michael Bibi and his team and promised more help towards the completion of the project.
Under something else, St. Cecile Choir and Sacred Heart Choir of Sacred Heart Parish Bumaka have qualified for the deanery level of the Diocesan Choral Competition 2024. This stage of the competition took place recently, with 3 choir groups involved and 2 selected to represent the parish at the next level. Mayor Nadesh has more in the following report.
Having gone through the first stage of the diocesan competition in other parishes, it was the turn of Sacred Heart Parish Bumaka to take the stage and compete amongst themselves following the lay-down modalities. Out of 3 groups that made it for the competition at the parish level, just 2 groups were selected to represent the parish at the deanery level. St. Cecile CYC and Sacred Heart Choir took turns to mount the stage and compete in the main song Proclaim the Good News, I Am With You Always, composed by Aloysius Fonken, which fit the context of the diocese's 75th anniversary celebration come 2025. Judges who answered present for the choral competition, which aims at fostering unity between choristers, saw the marvelous performance of the choirs. Each choir was judged following the modalities put in place.
We gave for Sacred Heart Parish Bumaka for judge the diocesan music choral competition, where they in line with the 75th anniversary of the Diocese of Buea parish level. So 3 choirs that will compete for Sacred Heart Parish Bumaka, and 2 choirs alone qualify to go for the next level. That's to represent the parish for Munya Deanery competition. And subsequently, the group says some choirs will represent Sacred Heart for the parish level. Competition will work out fine, everybody will be okay, and the judges' results will be unanimous with the audience will be good. So we can go.
At the first stage of the competition, the 2 choir who emerge winners will move up to the next stage of the competition at deanery level. However, Christians who witnessed the performance voiced out their satisfaction.
I've been a Christian for Bumaka Parish, Sacred Heart Parish for Bumaka. We'll come out this afternoon for watch competition, choir competition, where it take place this afternoon. So the competition don't pass fine, and we don't come today. Nasemo will go select the 2 choirs and where they go represent we for deanery level. And for deanery level, we pray say we go try hard for Boris too for the diocesan level. So for this anniversary where it come for diocese 75th anniversary, so we want say Papa God go help we, he go bless we as he don't bless we today. We don't get that 2 choirs for dinary level. We go get the choirs the way they go represent we for diocese.
The first stage of the competition will continue with parishes in Limbe, Bota and Tiko Teneries in the days ahead. Going by the communique announcing the competition, the month of July will host next stage of the competition.
Out of church news now. After several weeks of struggle, the people of Wovila village have appointed 14 persons who will serve as members of the Water Management Committee in that area. This committee was installed recently by the second deputy mayor of Boya and other administrative officials at the Wovila community yesterday, July 3rd, 2024. Our reporter Jamilato Tongtang has more.
The people of Wovila village, specifically Strangers Quarters, have appointed 14 people who will serve as Water Management Committee members in that area. This appointment was done yesterday at their community hall in Small Sopo during the visit of the second deputy mayor of the Boya Council, Mr. Musoko Edward, a representative of the divisional officer and other stakeholders on July 3rd, 2024.
Yes, we had kind of anarchy in the village of Wovila, people vandalizing water installation, going to water catchment and doing whatever thing they had to do without respecting constituted authority. We mean traditional authorities, be it the traditional council, the quarter head council, and the other confessional institutions who are attached to this water source or water catchment, including stakeholders, institutions like neighboring villages. You have Sase, Wolikao, Biyuku, Bojongo, you name them. All of them have interest. Their pipes, water supplying their various respective community is from this Wovila water catchment. So the attention of the administrative authority was called, and we came here last week. We gave them time to go and settle and see how they can speak as one person. Today, just like it was an assignment was given, we had to ensure that we supervise the putting in place of a credible, all-inclusive water management committee which has been installed.
Mr. Joseph Mafami, the appointed chairperson of Wovila Water Management Committee, expressed joy on the rebirth of the water project for the community and pledges to do his best so that everyone in the community benefits from the project.
Very happy for the mayor to bring an end of the water crisis we have in Small Sopo Wovila village. As a chairman of the Small Sopo Wovila village, I will do my best to see that each and every one benefit from the source in Small Sopo Wovila. Pipe-borne water will be all over the village. And with my team, we'll try to hold meetings upon meetings to see how we can do that.
The Vice President, Mr. Kebi Eugene Ka, in the other hand, shares his joy and satisfaction on the decision arrived at during the meeting and calls on the entire village to respect and support the Water Management Committee members so as to ease the workload on their shoulders.
The team that has been put in place want to assure the population of Small Sopo Wovila village that there will be equitable distribution of water. Every household will have water, all the standpipes will flow, but we are calling on all of them to respect this committee that has been put in place. There is only one committee in charge of water. In the days ahead, we'll summon the village to tell them who they have to see when they are in need of water or if they have any difficulty as far as water is concerned.
The meeting ended with the second deputy mayor emphasizing on the need for the inhabitants of the village to respect the decision taken during the meeting and that anyone who would go against or cause any disorder in regards to the water project will have the law to deal with.
Now onto this feature story. Following the recent high rate of fatal motor accidents on Cameroon roads, especially in the west region of the country, the Minister of Transport, Jean-Ernest Ngale Masena Bibehe, has imposed sanctions on the Mondial Agency and issued a year ban on the driver. This is a measure aimed at cautioning other agencies on the need for road safety measures, especially during the rainy season. However, the decision has also come with its own effects on the population. Nadesh Meh looks through this recent situation and brings to us the next report.
The recent high number of accidents in the West region, particularly along the La Falaise-Nchang, is alarming. More instances, like the recent ghastly motor accident involving Mondial Express on June 24, 2024, deadly accident that claims lives on Monday, July 1, 2024, few meters from Chang Hill, including the one in Maitu Limbe on Sunday, June 30, 2024, makes Cameroonians wonder what has become of their highway. The rate of these accidents have even prompted the Minister of Transport, Jean-Ernest Ngale, to slam a month ban on Mondial Express and a year for the driver. Mondial Express Agency to many is a trusted traveling agency in Kumba and Buea, especially as children are out for holidays. With this ban, passengers in Kumba and Buea are stranded at the agency with their luggage. Some of them voiced out their dissatisfaction to this ban.
I will assist you from journey there. But you will go follow fights and everybody go full of things. In fact, we so disturbed. Don't know which I will start. Because for start for Kamoya go now right for Buea. Buea you want to already delayed. So in fact it's a total taboo.
Wait the vexing this morning. I say we don't wake up this morning time for travel from Kumba to Douala. So the cancelling are different things. People they be stranded, place on this stranded, workers then with the customer the way we travel all together. It be very active. We say a very big company like this one. A very big travel agency like this one, when I eat is so very for here for Southwest, and they put them down like this, so they think they worry with.
Sister, we want to go where I carry bring up. So I can't say unfortunately, bosses they not the go. So I want to ask and they said they all suspended for 1 month. So I be very devastated. They think don't over trouble me because Mondial our main agency for the Kumba where the transport we go far and near. So the thing don't over disturb me this morning.
They also plead with government to lift the ban as it is the most trusted agency for passengers in this part of the region.
I've been in Yaoundé for more than 13 years now. I came here, I traveled Thursday. I traveled throughout the night to reach Kumba. So if the government is trying to suspend Mondial, I don't know the agency that, because it's only Mondial, that is the only agency in Kumba that is helping us. So if the government wants to suspend Mondial, we don't know how we can do. We will suffer. So I'm pleading that the government should do something.
It should be noted that at least 20 people have died in about 2 weeks in at least 4 separate accidents due to the raining season when road conditions become deplorable. With all this, Cameroonians are very worried because despite these bans and sanctions, the road still poses as a death trap for passengers. Drivers are therefore advised to slow down significantly, especially on bends and downhill sections, be educated about safe practice during the wet season, use engine brakes when descending hills, and ensure their tires are inflated to the recommended pressure.
Now coming back to this church news, members of the Catholic Women Association CWA Mount Carmel branch at Buea Station have had fruitful exchanges with their peers from CWA Seed of Wisdom branch Buea Town as part of activities building up to their Diamond Jubilee come July 24, 2024. These Catholic women shared experiences on how to push forward the ideals of the church group. Details right ahead. 3 weeks to the Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Catholic Women Association CWA, activities leading to the big day are getting more intense in the Diocese of Buea. One of such is an inter-branch visit which saw members of the CWA Seat of Wisdom branch Buea Town paying a visit to CWA Mount Carmel branch Buea Station Tuesday, July 2, 2024. During this visit, fruitful exchanges were made to prepare these members of the Catholic Women Association spiritually and physically.
Receive the branch where they would do today, where come on Buea Town. Now Seat of Wisdom branch. Now for they will CWA be start. That branch so it don't be 60 years. And at the program that way they can over once celebrate the 60 years with Diamond Jubilee.
Ma Veronica Sama, Vice President of CWA Seat of Wisdom branch, says unity and love are the main virtues to be implemented into the various branches for the multilateral growth of the Catholic Women Association.
We don't talk plenty fine things in. Whereas we go back for our own branch, we will try for implement them, for see how we feel make us say we our branch to grow, like the unity and love where we read them for our work plan today. When are the main thing where we get for put them for our branches, for make us say make our branch to grow, love and unity and oneness. We'll get for B so that CWA. It will grow for our parish, it will grow for our division, our diocese, and the world at large, internationally.
To these other members from both branches, the meeting was quite enriching.
The visit today will be very enriching. I learned plenty. I learned how we feel manage our finances for branch level, and then we get from and learn again say from our study where we come out today from Ephesians chapter 4 verse 1 to 16 we tell today for love in unity. We get for love one another and all we get for contribute for the thing the way we know and get for share with the other people around you.
They don't learn something for we and we will don't learn for them too. So we will discuss plenty in them how the group they function. Yes, and then we'll talk with things that know they go fine for the group. We'll advise, so may they sit up for so many things then. We touch small things then. We'll talk especially for the new members, the way they come in.
The inter-branch meeting had as objective to strengthen the fraternity that exists within the Catholic Women Association Buea Diocese and most importantly, prepare these Catholic women for their grandiose event, the 60th anniversary of the CWA, come Wednesday, July 24, 2024. Out of Cameroon now, at least 8 people have been killed after an Israeli airstrike was launched on Tuesday, including 4 children and 2 women in the central Gaza Strip city of Deir al-Balah. Meanwhile, Tunisia is set to run a presidential election on October 6 as confirmed by President Kais Said's office on Tuesday. Details on these stories on our foreign page.
Tunisia is set to conduct a presidential election on October 6, as confirmed by President Kais Saied's office on Tuesday. It remains uncertain whether Saied will run for a new 5-year term following his initial election in 2019. Saied, an expert in constitutional matters, assumed complete authority over the nation in 2021, governing through decrees after removing the Prime Minister and Parliament, resulting in the imprisonment of many of his adversaries. He successfully implemented a new constitution through a referendum in 2022, establishing a presidential system alongside a parliament with restricted powers. A statement from Saied's office on July 2, 2024 announced the summoning of voters for the upcoming presidential election scheduled for Sunday, October 6, 2024. Meanwhile, the political turmoil triggered by its power consolidation has had a significant impact on Tunisia's economy, with a 15% unemployment rate and approximately 4 million citizens out of the country's 12 million population living in poverty. An Israeli airstrike on Tuesday has killed at least 8 people, including 4 children and 2 women, in the central Gaza Strip city of Deir al-Balah, hospital authorities in the territory said. The Palestinians who were killed were displaced people who on Monday fled their homes in eastern Khan Yunis. Injured people, including children, were carried into the Al-Aqsa Matthias Hospital and several were treated on the floor, according to hospital records and Associated Press journalists there. Most of Gaza's population of 2.3 million have fled their homes, with many displaced multiple times. Israeli restrictions, fighting and breakdown of public order have hindered the delivery of humanitarian aid, fueling widespread hunger and sparking fears of famine. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken held a meeting this Tuesday at the State Department with Haitian Prime Minister Gary Conille and Foreign Minister Dominique Dupuy to emphasize the significance of U.S. backing for Haiti's recently appointed government. Conille assumed the role of Haiti's new Prime Minister following his selection by a transitional council last month. He arrives in Washington as he works on forming a new government to guide the country through its ongoing security challenges. The new Haitian leader expressed gratitude for the support from President Joe Biden and American people, acknowledging the challenges ahead and showing confidence in overcoming them. Authorities recently regained control of a police station in Grecia, which had been targeted by armed gangs. Hurricane Beryl, a Category 5 storm, made landfall in the Caribbean, causing fatalities and prompting warnings in Jamaica and Haiti.
In sports, let's talk Euro 2024, where Cody Gakpo of the Dutch side scored a double in their encounter against Romania as they got a 3-0 lead at the round of 16. The Netherlands have qualified for the first time after 16 years for the Euro Cup to this stage. So too, Turkish Demiral doubled his goals in the encounter against Austria in their knockout stage as the Europa rounds up to the quarter-final stage from Friday the 5th to Saturday the 6th of July 2024. John Philip Wanla has more.
Late in the evening of Tuesday, 2nd of July 2024, in an encounter between Romania versus Netherlands at one of the last Euro 2024 quarter-final qualifiers, Romania seemed to be the better side at the beginning of the game as they had several goal opportunities, but only at the 20th minute of play that Cody Gakpo cutting a strike in from the left-hand flank to the left corner of the net, scoring the first goal and his third for the tournament. Later, a combination from Gakpo and substitute Daniel Malen scored from close range at the 83rd minute, while at the 93rd minute, Malen doubled his goals with a low shot, giving his side a 3-goal lead and qualifying for the Euro 2024 quarterfinals. Then later, Austria tussled with Turkey as early as the 58th second of play. Demirel gave Turkey a lead, and later at the 59th minute he doubled as he scored, giving Turkey a 2-goal lead. It was on the 66th minute that Gregoric returned a goal, but the score line stayed 2-1, giving Turkey a qualification ticket to the Euro 2024 quarterfinals. On that note, on Friday the 5th of July, Spain will play against Germany, while Portugal will meet France. And on Saturday the 6th of July, England will play versus Switzerland and Netherlands versus Turkey for the quarter-final games of the Euro 2024.
John Philip Wanla's sports report on Euro 2024 wraps up this edition of Divine Mercy Prime. But before we go, we remind you of our headlines. Officials from the Ministry of Finance rate the accountability of funds supported by the state for the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Moliko. They left this morning, July 3rd, on a satisfactory note. 14 persons have been appointed to the Water Management Committee of the Wovila community in Small Support after a long battle against water crisis in that village. And in this edition, we explored the recent increase of accidents in the country, prompting a ban to some travel agencies, which consequently has an effect on the population. Many thanks for viewing. Do stay tuned to more programs coming up tonight on Divine Mercy Television. I have been Sama Eileen, thanking you all for viewing. Until tomorrow for another edition of Divine Mercy Prime. Stay blessed.